I decided to make a video that might be helpful when you feel that life is unfair, or when you are afraid of something, and when you need a little bit more trust, and when you need to know that everything will be fine. I'm making this video for myself, but I hope that it will help you too. Hi my darlings, welcome to Be Strong and Love Yourself, a channel for very strong people. I'm Dasha Bisali, and I created this channel to share information about happiness with the hope that it will help you. Today I want to talk about the perfection of life. This idea that life is perfect always helps me to get detached from some problems, and also to focus on the right things versus trying to resist life and get rid of something unpleasant. I believe that we have some difficulties in life because we need to evolve, and we need to develop, and without all these difficulties we will not be able to do that. But sometimes it looks like life is unfair, and that we have something that we don't deserve, or vice versa, we don't have something that we deserve. And we get upset, and sometimes we get scared, we have anxiety, and those feelings, they force us to do the wrong actions, and then we create even more problems for ourselves. That's why it is very important to have this trust in life, or in God, in universe, whatever you believe in. And this trust will help you not to create more troubles for yourself. And I will bring some examples of difficulties in life, or something that was not the way I wanted it to be, to show that even some tough moments we can see as something good. And the worst thing that happened to me in my life was when my mom passed away, her death. And it happened 16 years ago when I was 26. And I still, when I think about it, I can have tears in my eyes, and I still miss her. But I have very different feelings about this sad event. And when I was 26, I was very angry when it happened. And I was angry at life. I was angry at God. I was angry at my dad. And I was angry at myself. I thought that I could spend more time with Mom, and it just was a lot of anger. But now when I think about it, I realize that even though I miss her to this moment, and I will miss her my whole life, I think that for her it was better. And I think that she was so good for this life that she was ready for something else, and God decided that she already done everything she could on this planet, in this life, and she just needed to go. And when I think about it, it makes a lot of sense to me. And my mom was a very amazing person, and she was extremely strong and extremely wise. So I think that she didn't have to live a really long life to achieve to this level, this level of development. She already was there. How about some people, you say, oh, they have old soul, and this is how my mom was. And I think that also God felt like we were strong enough to let her go, and He was sending us the right people. So it would be easier for us to overcome these difficulties. So even though it was extremely painful, we always had whatever we needed to go through that. And the other thing is not that dramatic, but for many years I really wanted to have a boyfriend, and I couldn't find one. And then all of a sudden one day I met my husband. When I look back at this event, I met him a year ago. I think that before, I wasn't ready for the relationships that I have with my husband. And I needed to go through some events, difficulties to learn something about myself before I met my husband. And because I met him at the right time, the timing was perfect. I think this helps us to have really good relationships. And my husband is amazing. He's very supportive. He's very loving and caring. But we still have some difficulties in life. And I think that my experience that I have, that I gained before I met him, helps us to overcome these difficulties. So there is always the right moment for everything. And it's very important not to stuck when you expect something from God or universe or whatever you believe in. I prayed God to send me a boyfriend, but at the same time, I wasn't thinking about it all the time. And I moved on with my life. I got a new job, was working on a little bit on my career, even though I'm extremely not career-oriented person. I'm a family-oriented person, but anyway, I still was able to work on certain things rather than just focus on looking for a husband. And one time I tried to look for someone and it didn't work out. But when I didn't try and I just let it be and was doing my own thing, this is when I met him. I also think that life is perfect because of our planet itself and our universe. And I do believe in God. And at the same time, I do believe in scientific theory of Big Bang. And I think that everything was so perfect, that this planet was created, that we have sun, that we have water, we have air, atmosphere, we have our little moon, and we have a lot of food and some yummy fruits and healthy vegetables. So we have everything we need, and we didn't really do anything to get it. It was just created for us, created by life itself. And that's why I think that life existed before I came here. It will exist after I leave. And I think that life knows how to take care of itself and also knows how to take care of me. And this idea, it always helps me to overcome difficulties. I kind of don't need to worry about anything because life balances out things. And if it didn't, we wouldn't exist today. There were so many things before we came that could destroy this life, but we still exist and we still function. It means that everything works properly and everything is perfect. And God created this whole system perfectly. But if you don't believe in God, you can't believe in science and just think that it was created billions of years ago and it still functions. And science says that at some point our sun will destroy Earth, but at the same time there is a hope that we will go to some other systems like Alpha Centauri. I pronounce it's wrong a little bit with Russian accent. But I think that by the time the Earth will lose its biosphere, we will be able to go to other places, Mars or Alpha Centauri. And I think that everything happens in the right time. And everything is perfect. There is a mechanism, and it can be explained in terms of math and in terms of spirituality, whatever you like. So I encourage you to look at your life and see good moments and even see some sad moments and notice how you've been helped. And when you needed something, all of a sudden you were getting it one way or another. And usually it's something unexpected, something not what you planned, not what you asked for, but something absolutely miraculous, not the way you planned it. Because life, God, He knows better what is good for us, and you can pray for one thing, but God knows that another thing is better for you and for other people. In the end, I just want to say that I think it's extremely important to be kind, and when we have this trust and we know that God will take care of us, we don't have to be mean, we don't have to prove anything to anyone, and we live in peace, and we have less worries, and this is how we become kind. So it's very important to work on yourself and to develop this trust within you so you become kind to other people and to yourself. In the end of the video, I usually like to add a beauty tip. And today I want to add a beauty tip that is helpful for hair, even though I'm not the one who should talk about hair, as my hair is bleached and extremely damaged. But I want to share with you one little tip that I use at night. So at night I wear this little hat or a cap, I don't know how it is called, but it is a satin cap. I will leave the link in the description box, that I wear when I sleep. And what it does, it makes my hair less frizzy. And with bleached hair, it's a big problem. So I put it on at night, like this, and I tuck my hair inside. I don't want to put it on right now, or you know what, I can put it on. And when I take it off in the morning, I don't have to do too much to my hair. So I usually brush it with wet brush, and then I use oil for my ends. And this way, before I go to work, I don't have to spend too much time on styling. I can wash my hair in the evening, and in the morning I don't have to worry about all the frizz and the craziness with my damaged hair. I hope it was a helpful tip. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope that it was helpful, and please believe that there always will be something good, even if you feel bad right now. And don't let your worries and your pain make you a mean person or make you too scared. Don't let this be, and don't do it to yourself, because when we are mad, when we are angry, we only hurt ourselves. But when we're peaceful and kind, we have a better life. So remember to work on yourself and trust God. Be strong and love yourself. Love wins, always. And you can change the size of it. Thing, and then you can make it bigger or smaller.